Listen to this. It says it's expected to be implemented by June of 2023. Now, I'm not talking about Jasmy. I'm talking about specifically when it comes to this whole thing of lifting the ban in Japan. I know that rhymed. For the domestic use of foreign stablecoins by 2023, and why that's so significant. And that's one of the things I did talk about in our first ever deep dive with Jasmy. Now, you got to think about this. You may dismiss it because you're so used to it, but when it comes to paying for things, that's why we have pairings, right? You're not going to just go buy, for instance, I don't know, XRP without a USDT pairing or a USDC circle pairing, right? More people are probably more a fan of USDC, let's be honest. But imagine living in Japan and there's no pairings. That's one of the main issues. So I want to point out some of this. And this is from investing.com originally. It says what Japan's adjusted regulations mean for stablecoins, why it should matter to you, and why it should matter, especially if you hold the likes of Jasmy. So I got further into this and I said to myself, all right, well, what's the outline? Well, some of the things you see right here is Japan's Financial Services Agency, FSA. You know, think about it. It's kind of like they have their own, you know, abbreviations for government regulated entities or, you know, organizations. They're working on lifting that ban. And we reported that. And if anything, it should happen maybe by summertime. There's a little bit more in regards to this. Listen to this. Like I was talking about USDT, aka Tether, new regulations in Japan allowing investors to trade using stable coins like USDT. Hence why I was saying the pairings, right, are expected, listen to this, just like I mentioned, to be adopted no later than June 2023. And here in a moment, we're going to get into why that's so significant and reiterate why I feel as though that even the chart may look like Jasmy is rug pull, it is not. All right. So the FSA will only allow foreign stable coins that are successfully pass these particular individual checks, ensuring they are safe from the viewpoint of user protection. Again, kind of like, you know, what we have in the United States. This is Japan's version of not really like the SEC, but again, part of their strict regulation, because they do have, you know, strict regulation there. Now it says the Financial Services Agency of Japan confirmed it would lift the ban on domestic use of foreign stablecoins in 2023. However, there is no information specifically like on a set date. That part got cut off. Now, I want to jump into this. All right. So here is Jasmy, and it's sitting at 0.005358. All right. I came in at roughly 0.006. Shout out to Mike Cornwell, who DCA'd and got maybe as down as much as 2 or 3. I think he mentioned 3 when you were texting me. But nonetheless, yeah, there's some information in regards to that. Still dirt cheap. Now watch this on the particular chart. Here's all times, and this is, you know, all-time highs and so on, and where we're at now. Some people feel as though this is a blatant rug pull. It is not a rug pull. I want to point this out. So look at this. When it first had a listing, and I remember this, because they're promoting the hell out of this. I saw it originally on KuCoin. That's how I first found out about this. So I saw a KuCoin listing, and it was basically at the beginning of, you know, well, not the beginning of 2021, but I was going to state this. I saw a KuCoin listing like late 2021, right after Bitcoin hit all-time highs, Ethereum and all that. But look at this. So, for instance, they list it on KuCoin. They promote the heck out of it and so on. And if anything, we saw, I believe it was either 50% APY or 100% APR on KuCoin. But it started off really, really strong. And then when you had that whole thing about them banning, I guess you could say, you know, US-based stable coins on their platform, boom, price tanks something fierce. Now, to hear this, guys, I'm just being honest. We have to point out cryptos that, you know, we're very bullish on. To hear this whole news about this being lifted, you can draw your own conclusion. If it was me, I'm looking to most likely pick up another bag of this at these particular prices, because I'm looking at it from this perspective. Even if it does 1/4, technically this went up to close to $5 at one point. I think it was $4.99 if I'm not mistaken. So let's just say it was 4. If it did 1/4 of 4, that'd be $1. I already have over 100,000 of these. $100,000. So I'm looking at it from that risk to reward ratio. Could it very well not be anything too significant? Might be a long-term hold. That might be the case. But this is literally being titled as we speak is the Bitcoin of Japan. That's actually a real thing. If you look at the logo, very similar, right? Why would they make it very similar to the likes of the Bitcoin logo? There's something to be said there.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not yet subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe for more information on the ISO 222 compliant tokens, and hit the notification bell to make sure that you are aware of the new videos when they come up. Max and I cover these ISOs, and we also have a live show every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next video.